Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Suraj and on this channel we learn ServiceNow step by step in a very simple and practical way. In this video we are going to learn a core fundamental concept in ServiceNow: users, groups and roles. This topic decides who gets to access what in ServiceNow. If you understand this clearly, many future concepts in ServiceNow will become easy. So let's start. On my screen, I am logged into a ServiceNow instance. First, let's understand users. A user in ServiceNow is simply a person who can log into the system. This can be an employee raising a ticket, a service desk agent working on incidents, a manager approving requests, or an admin configuring ServiceNow. Every one of them has a user record. This is a user record. Here you can see name and email, active status, and related lists like groups and roles. At this stage, just remember one thing: user is equal to a person. Now let's talk about groups. A group is a collection of users who do similar work. Examples of groups are service desk, network team, application support, HR team. If I scroll down here, you will notice two important related lists: members, users inside this group, roles, permissions assigned to this group. This is very important visually. At a high level, users are added to groups. Groups define team level access. Now comes the most important concept: roles. A role decides what modules you can see, what records you can read or update, what actions you can perform. In simple words, roles control access. If a user has no role, they can log in, but they can't be able to do much. Common roles you will hear often are ITIL, admin, catalog admin, report admin. Don't worry about memorizing them now. Understanding the purpose is enough. Let's now connect everything. A user is added to one or more groups. Now inside the group, you will see that roles are assigned to the group. So the access flow is roles, groups, users. Users usually do not get roles directly. This is a real-world ServiceNow best practice, so please pay attention. Why roles are assigned to groups? Reason 1, easy user management. When someone joins or leaves a team, just add or remove them from a group. No need to touch roles again and again. Reason 2 is consistency. Everyone in the same team gets the same access. No missing permissions, no confusion. Reason 3, audit and compliance. In real projects, auditors prefer group-based access. It's easy to explain who has what access and why. That's why in most projects, roles are assigned to groups, not directly to users. You might notice options here to add users or roles. I'm not showing the full click-by-click process in this video because this is a concept level beginner video. In real projects and detailed training, there are best practices, there are mistakes to avoid, there are security rules to follow. We will cover those in advanced or dedicated sessions. For now, focus on understanding how access flows. Real life example. Think of an office building. User is an employee, group is a department, role is the access card. Your access card decides which floors you can enter, which rooms you can access. Same logic applies in ServiceNow. Quick recap. User is a person who logs in. Group is a team of users. Role is access and permissions. And remember this line: roles control access, groups manage users. That's it for this video. If this explanation helped you, like the video and subscribe to the channel. In the next videos, we will continue building strong ServiceNow fundamentals step by step. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.